When I was little, I used to think that I live in a place I love and call home. I used to think that I had the freedom to dream and to speak of my point of view. I thought I was treasured and loved by people of my own country, people I called family, people like you. Then I grew up a little bit older to find out the tragic truth. I live in a place where human beings have no value, a place filled with bums, and what seems to be straight is actually not. It was the first time I said mama at the age of 8 months when people went, hallelujah, she can finally talk. People usually get it on tape and throw parties and all. Then I grew up a little bit older to find out that walls have ears that listen and that speaking is actually a sin, especially if it's a song that they don't sing. So I was taught in school how to become like them. But is it a crime that my mind just doesn't seem to fit in? I've lived in every corner of this place with all types of people and religions. I prayed in church and in masjid I praise the Lord. I've been in the north, south, east and west. I've lived in small towns and cities, experienced all types of things. I've lived in this place since the day I existed. But I still feel like a stranger here, and I just can't seem to get it. I live in a place where worshiping God is a 5 times a day habit. When looks seem so full of faith, but hearts are the blackest. I live in a place where going to college or having a job is a challenge, where the hardest workers and the low classified people are thrown in hell and muted. Long live the money, the fancy suits, the long beards, the names, and the bossy tuned voices. And may you enjoy living in the hell that to you seems like heaven. I live in a place where I go to school every day and repeat words of what's called an anthem. They say this is how you show how loyal you are to your country and the amount of love you hold in your heart for it. I take a look around and see plastic bags for birds, trash and junk for dirt, smoke for air, lies after swears, thorn for flowers. A simple task takes an hour. I can't even go to a market that's just across the street without feeling like I'm walking by a group of criminals whose next victim is me. The art of stressing out and crushing the dreams of a student. All kinds of ways are taught and executed. Here, in the place I live in, I see hate for love. Gray skies above. Little did they know that's not how you show your love and loyalty to your country. Not with words, nor with songs. I take a second thought and I stop singing along. Don't ask me why it feels so wrong, because it is. It's just not my song. I live in a place where I go to school to get education, to rise up my visions and horizons. Then I was yelled at when I asked a question from the one who's supposed to enlighten. I was told to stick to what's written in the book and not to argue. I was treated like I'm nothing and told that I'm never gonna make it through. I found out that the way to have what seems like a successful life is to write down what's supposed to be taught and memorized on a piece of paper. Nothing more and nothing less. And if you have something to express, keep it to yourself, or else you won't get the 10 out of 10 that's supposed to open up opportunities for you and get you to the career that you are supposed to want. I live in a place where some doctors stop doing their jobs when it comes to those who are disabled. When it comes to those who are different to God's most beautiful creations, because they're not really comfortable and might be contagious, as if they're the one with abilities. Excuse my naiveness, you're not even worth the conversation. And to the people with what's called disabilities, know that God will send you a guardian angel. Know that God will protect you from those hypocritical people. One day they will know who's really disabled. I live in a place where the unfair is perfectly fair. In all the times I most needed light to guide me, everyone lost the flair. Where human rights are called human fights. Even concepts like humanity, peace, and love have the lowest price. I live in a place where I have no say in anything, even though I was told I do. Maybe it's for the reputation in the newspapers, magazines, or social media, I don't know. But all I'm sure I know is that the place I live in can't and will never be home, because the real place I should call home wouldn't make me right such an angry home. النجاح ما بتحقق إذا عثرة واحدة صغيرة رح توقعك على أرضك وتستسلم بعديها. رح تتوجع، رح توقع، رح تتألم، رح تتعب، رح تستنى وتصبر وتصرخ وتبكي كتير. بس بتعرف إنه هاي كلياتها متطلبات النجاح؟